Okay, today we are going to read Saved in Ice, Frozen Baby Mammoth Found. And before we get started, we're going to do a quick picture walk. I'm going to let you observe some of the pictures. We're going to talk about how this text that we're reading today is different than what we've previously been looking at. So, connect across text. We're going to read about another animal who got trapped when water changed to ice. And if you remember from our reading last week with Hormiguita got trapped when water changed to ice. So this one will be a little bit different, but we're going to try and make connections. Genre. Now, genre is a word that we talk about every week, and there's different types of genre. There's fiction, there's nonfiction, there's biography, autobiographies. There's lots of different types of genre. So you need to be able to read a text and decide what the genre is, and then why is it that genre. If you're reading something and it's fiction, why is it fiction? More than just telling me, oh, well, it's a made-up story. How do you know? Prove it to me with text evidence. And so that's what I want you to focus on today. So the genre today. An email is an electronic message. A web-based news article is a story on the internet about something in the news. So that's what you're going to look for today as we're reading. We're going to go over an email and then a web-based news article. And a web-based news article is on the internet and something in the news. So that's what we're going to talk about. So you can see that the pictures, or the photographs this time, are a little bit different. If you look at this right here, this almost looks like it was like a snipped picture that was copied and pasted onto this hard book from the internet. So you can tell that it's an email, right? We're talking about email. You can tell this one's an email because it tells who it's to. It's to Marisol at ngreach.com. Who is sending the email? Rudy at ngreach.com. Here's the subject, an awesome article on baby mammoth. And then up here, if you notice, here's these right here. These are the links. They can click send. They can reply to this email. You could forward this email. You could delete the email. You could send an attachment, like another article. If you clicked attachment, it would show up right here. But then you can see looks like a friendly letter and it's on an email. The blue words right here, this is a link. And obviously we can't click on it because it's on paper, but if this was on a computer or on your Chromebook, this would be a link that you could click on. Then on this page over here, this is right here, web-based news article. So you can see on this page that there are still some of the same buttons that you would see on your computer. There's a back button, there's a refresh, so you could refresh the page, you could close the page. Right here is the URL bar. Over here you could search something. And then it has the web page. And you can see here you could search just on this web page. You could search something. Right here are the different pages. So if you click on this tab, it will take you to the news article. If you click on this tab, it would take you to a photo gallery. This tab would give you related articles. This tab would show you more maps. So you can see that it has different pages. It also has a map of the Arctic Ocean. The red area is Russia, and then you can see this line is pointing to this pink area, Yamalo-Nenetsk region. Then we have a photograph with captions, just like we do in regular books. You can also have photographs with captions in web-based articles. You'll notice there's a zoom button. If you were to click that, you could zoom in on the picture and see it bigger or up close. Then again, this is the rest of the web page or the web-based news article. Again, there's the links to take you to different pages. You can see it says it's page 2 of 2. And if you were on a computer and clicked previous, it would take you back to this page. Okay. You can see it still has photographs with captions, photographs with captions. This is hair still attached to a mammoth's leg. A boy touches Lyuba in a museum in Russia. Down here, Lyuba on display in Tokyo. And we'll figure out what all of that means. And that will be the end of our text. So let's read. I'm going to point out some vocabulary and make sure that we understand all the words in the text as we're going this time. So let's start. Saved in ice, frozen baby mammoth found. And I'm going to ask you to predict before we get going. I want you to predict, based on the title, what do you think this selection is about? Based on the title, Saved in Ice, Frozen Baby Mammoth Found, what do you think this selection is about? You could turn and talk to your partner about what you think this selection is about. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to read this email. Hey Marisol, check out this awesome article. It's about a baby mammoth that has been frozen in ice for 40,000 years. Now, I didn't stop on awesome because we know awesome means like cool or amazing, right? But mammoth, maybe you're not sure what a mammoth is, and it's bolded, so if you look down here, a mammoth is an elephant-like animal. And it's been frozen in ice for 40,000 years. Here's the link to the article, and then they attach this link. I know how much you love elephants, so I thought you'd think this was really cool. See you at school tomorrow, Rudy. Okay, so now we're going to do a web-based article on this side. Photos in the news. Baby mammoth found frozen in Russia. And it's by Christine Del Amor. July 11th, 2007. Talk about a mammoth surprise. Ooh, so now we see the word mammoth again, but this time we're not talking about an elephant surprise. We're talking, if you look down here, we're talking about a big surprise. So mammoth has two meanings. It also means a big, something big. In May 2007, a hunter was walking in the Yamalo-Nenetsk region in the far north of Russia. Suddenly, he saw something sticking out of the damp snow. He thought it was a frozen reindeer. And if I come down here to reindeer, it's a kind of deer that lives in very cold places. When the hunter looked closer, he realized that it was something else. The reindeer, in quotes, was really a 40,000-year-old baby mammoth. It was perfectly preserved in ice. Perfectly preserved means it was completely saved in ice. So then if you look, I showed you this map, and down here is the picture. The last mammoths died long ago, but they are related to the elephants that live today in Africa and Asia. Lovely Layuba. The mammoth is a 1-month-old female. She is the most well-preserved mammoth ever found. Mammoths have not lived on Earth since the last ice age. Ice age is a time when ice covered much of the Earth. That was 11,000 to 1.8 million years ago. It's a lovely baby mammoth, says a Russian scientist. She was found in perfect condition. So down here, she looks like she did when she was alive. The baby mammoth weighs 110 pounds and measures 51 inches. She's 51 inches long. She is the size of a large dog, reporters say. The female mammoth was named Layuba after the Russian hunter's wife. Scientists believe Layuba will help them discover some of the secrets of these animals from long ago. Layuba has recently gone on display or can now be seen in a museum. Now people can share in the discovery by seeing her for themselves. And then up here is a boy touching Layuba, and down here on display in Tokyo. And that is the end of our selection.